Hi, a lot of you have been asking about Gemilai's espresso machines, and today I've got the G3005E here to check out. This is one of their entry-level models, so let's see if it's something you might want for your daily coffee. Let's get to the unboxing. The packaging is solid, 2 strong boxes, so it's really well protected. Inside, there's this little box of accessories. You've got your quick start guide, the manual, and here's the cover for the drip tray. It's pretty thick and made entirely of stainless steel. The drip tray itself has a decent size, and even though it has plastic, it's thick and doesn't feel flimsy at all. There's also a scoop that doubles as a tamper. And here's the filter basket. What's cool is it comes with a cleaning disc, so you can backflush the machine. That tells me it's got a 3-way solenoid valve, which is pretty nice for an entry-level machine. The baskets are non-pressurized, so you'll need a good grinder for those espresso grinds. The portafilter feels really solid, 58 millimeters, which is a commercial size, and it's got a nice spout on it. It's well packed, no worries about it getting damaged during shipping. Overall, everything you need is in the box, and the packaging is great. Peel off the protective film, install the drip tray, the machine is ready to use. This machine has a simple design with an all-metal exterior. It has that classic semi-automatic espresso machine look, and it's compact, so it doesn't take up much space on the counter. The whole body is stainless steel, and it feels thick and solid. You can tell just by tapping it. None of that flimsy stuff you sometimes see with entry-level machines. The group head is metal too, and the brushed stainless steel finish is really well done. The control panel has just 4 buttons. The steam wand comes with a 1-hole tip, and there's a knob for controlling the steam. The wand itself rotates smoothly in all directions, which is great for steaming milk. There's a 1.7-liter water tank, which is large enough and easy to remove for refilling. I also like the power cord. It's nice and long, so you've got some flexibility with where you place the machine. The cup tray on top is pretty large too. You can fit a few cups up there, which is super handy, especially if you've got a lot of espresso tools like I do. The machine's heavy, so it stays put when you're locking in the portafilter. The portafilter has a nice design, weighing in at around 490 grams. It doesn't come with a bottomless portafilter, but since it's a standard design, you can easily find one that fits. I actually use a bottomless portafilter from my Lillet Bianca, and it's compatible. For an entry-level machine, the build quality is impressive. At this price point, it's definitely a solid choice, and it looks like it'll hold up well over time. Let's see how it works. Press the power button, and the machine automatically starts heating up. Once the 2 middle lights stop flashing, don't rush to brew your coffee just yet. I usually let it preheat for another 3 to 5 minutes to get a more stable brew temperature. When I tested it, the water coming out of the group head was around 90 degrees Celsius, and the temperature in the basket should be even higher. The second button is for automatic brewing. The factory setting is a 25-second extraction. However, the automatic function might not always give you the coffee volume you want. The ratio of my first shot was just too high. Of course, you can press and hold this button to customize the brewing time. Release it when you've reached your desired volume. If you need to reset to the factory settings, just press the 2nd and 4th buttons together. Personally, I prefer using a scale to measure the actual volume and stopping manually. It's more precise and straightforward. This machine also has pre-infusion. It wets the coffee puck with a bit of water before applying higher pressure for extraction. Now, let's pull a shot and check out the coffee quality. The included double basket holds about 18 grams of coffee. Since it's a non-pressurized basket, it's very sensitive to grind size, so you'll need a good grinder to dial in the grind accordingly. It doesn't have to be electric, a good manual grinder works too. I recommend pulling a plain shot with hot water first to pre-warm the brew head and portafilter. Puck prep might look a bit complicated, but this is just my routine. You can keep it simpler if you prefer, but proper puck prep is important for extraction. I use 18 grams of coffee, aiming for 36 grams of espresso in 20 to 25 seconds, a traditional double shot. The shot is syrupy, with rich crema. And thanks to the thorough preheating, the coffee comes out hot, not lukewarm. It's a really nice shot. I can easily make my favorite iced Americano at home without needing to visit a cafe. The extraction and shot quality are good enough. I like using the bottomless portafilter. I can see the entire extraction process. It's so enjoyable. It's great that this machine has a standard and compatible design. After pulling a shot, press the steam button. It takes about 30 seconds to reach steaming temperature. As an entry-level machine, the steam pressure isn't very strong, but it's enough to froth milk for practicing latte art. Pour half a pitcher of cold milk. Once the steam is ready, open the steam wand to purge any water, ensuring you get dry steam. Insert the steam wand into the spout of the milk pitcher, tilting it to either the 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock position. In the first phase, keep the tip just slightly below the milk's surface. You should hear a hissing sound, which means foam is being created, and you'll see the milk rising. When it reaches the desired thickness, lower the steam wand slightly to start incorporating the foam. Gently adjust the wand position to find the sweet spot where the milk is swirling, creating a vortex. Keep this going until the milk pitcher feels hot to the touch, which is around 60 degrees. The whole steaming process takes about 1 minute. After frothing, remember to wipe the steam wand and purge it to clean off any milk residue. The milk froth is smooth and silky. I like to pour the milk into another pitcher before pouring latte art. Well, I need more practice, but this machine does provide the microfoam and steam pressure needed. You can also try different coffee recipes to make delicious milk-based espresso drinks at home. As I mentioned earlier, this machine has a 3-way solenoid valve. After pulling a shot, the pressure in the filter basket can be released, so the used puck is relatively dry and comes out easily with a light tap. After using for a week, it's a good idea to backflush the machine to keep it clean. Just place the cleaning disc in the filter basket, lock in the portafilter, and turn on the brew button. Let the water run for about 10 seconds. Then stop. The dirty water will flow directly into the drip tray from the drainage outlet. Repeat this process 4 or 5 times, and you're good to go. There's not much else you need to do for maintenance. Just make sure to descale regularly according to the manual. That's my hands-on review of the Gemilai G3005E. It's priced around $300, which puts it in the entry-level machine range. It's well built and easy to use. All you need is a decent grinder to get the optimal grind size for your shot, and you're set to practice your coffee making skills at home. And no need to spend a few dollars every day at the coffee shop. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.